Hello, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us here in Frisco, Texas for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. I'm Josh Toll, and our game today sees two teams going at it. And FC Pennsylvania Strikers going against Cleveland FC out of Medina, Ohio. Cleveland FC head coach Ross Nickel. Meanwhile, David Shaw for Pennsylvania. Cleveland in all blue today. Meanwhile, FC Pennsylvania Strikers in all white as we get going. Cleveland will be going left to right here today to start off the first half. As the ball is going to be played back on the defensive line. Trying to get there is Victoria Baker. Baker moves it forward to Weitzel. Turn, that's going to be knocked away on Ford. Ball on the far side. Ball out of play, throw-in coming. And ball is in. Nice little flip forward. Headed the other direction though. Now coming near side. Playing it will be Baker. Picked up by Arellano. That's Ariano, sorry. Ariano on that. Throw in. Now trying to turn with it is McNesby. Going forward, long shot. And that is going to go right into the hands of Kenny Salimosi. Salimosi will be going to Gannon University. A lot of these girls will be headed off to different colleges. Some have committed, some have not. It's still an opportunity, as that one is going to fall short by Lexlow. Moving up is Ariano. Pennsylvania in a must-win situation. And they obviously have more points to at least finish this tournament off right. Cleveland, if they win, they can bump their point total up to 6 points and move their case up for the semifinals, which will take place on Saturday here at Toyota Center in Frisco, Texas, just right outside of Toyota Stadium where FC Dallas plays their Major League Soccer games. Ball move forward. Weitzel turns. That's going to be played towards the sideline. Go out for the throw-in. Lexlow to throw it in. Gets to Hackey. And that's going to go out of play. Another throw-in opportunity for Pennsylvania. So that ball is kicked around now. Grabbed there by Bechter. And then nice little slide tackle there to knock the ball out by Mikula. Throw in. As being knocked out. Playing it forward now. Taking the other direction by DiNardo. Kicked up, off the leg. Now flick forward. Lexlow trying to head it on. She's able to do so. At the feet is McNesby. McNesby on the right side. Going to the corner. Trying to get around on that goal line. That is going to go out. And we will have a goal kick coming for Cleveland. Cleveland FC out of Medina, Ohio. Meanwhile, FC Pennsylvania, the Strikers, are out of St. David's, Pennsylvania. They come in with the two losses. The first one to be in Legends FC Academy. Second one to OFC 99. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they beat OFC 99 back on Tuesday, and then they lost to Legends FC 99 yesterday. And Cleveland just playing it back to Salimosi. she's going to have to play that out. Trying to move it forward. Nice little short passes. That one taken away, though. Opportunity here for Pennsylvania. Centering pass. A chance. That's going to be deflected and blocked on the play. And that's going to come out. Good job there by Salamosi coming out and making that block. And then, luckily for them, at being Cleveland, they're able to clear it out of the way. As that is put in, now down to the right side. Try to get inside the box. Making a move, and that is going to be deflected out. Last touch by Minson. Minson will be going to Northern Kentucky University. First corner here of the day. Ball's kicked in the box. As loose, finds its way towards the foot, but unable to get anything on it was Miller, and that one goes left of the net. Salamosi is going to go and retrieve that ball. Cleveland FC has been the state champions of Ohio since 2011. They won the regionals in 2014 and 2017. Meanwhile, Pennsylvania Strikers, 2015, 16, and 17, they were state champs and regional champs back in 15. This year, they lost in the finals in regionals. As that one is headed towards the near sideline. Coming back to play is Baker. That's going to go down. Trying to retrieve it is Morgan. Morgan sends it back to the keep. And Stabline. Stabline in the bright green jersey plays it out. Meanwhile, on the other side, Slomosi wearing the yellow jersey. Sprinting up. Trying to get to passes Makula. Makula steps back. Plays it over to Miller. Miller goes behind her back. Turns. Has some room. That's going to go off the foot, but she still has space. And that's going to be cleared, but right into the body of Baker. Baker sends it the other direction on the sideline. Played forward to Cotter. Now reaching its way to the far side. Taken away, good steal there by Ray. Ray trying to get some numbers going, and then that's pilfered away. Coming up, taking that one is Joyner. Joyner coming from that back line. Joyner making a move, step over. Tries to step back, and that is going to go back and take it away. Comes up, but still in possession is Cleveland. Option, and that is going to be blocked. Good save there on the play. Another shot, and that's blocked. Good job by the defense getting back there to make that, but a good stop immediately by Stabline. Now clear down. Chasing is McNesby. Goes in the feet to Baker. Stabline having a great stop there, and then one of our defenders was also able to get there on that near post to stop that one, as an excellent opportunity was just missed there by Cleveland FC. Cotter moves it over to the far side. Gets it right back at midfield. Cotter spins. Trying to get that in to Lexlow. We'll have a break here at the halfway point of the first half for Water, and the same thing will be said for the second half. That ball is pushed, but not enough. Clearing it away will be Arellano. Ball comes back to center. Now to the left wing. On top is Ray. Ray trying to go far side. Kicked ahead. And that one just a little bit too far, but giving chase is Arellano. Arellano with the center shot. And no, that is going to be stopped on the play by Stabline. So Stabline has seen 3 chances now stopped 2 of those 3, the other one being stopped by one of her defenders. So all 3 officially stopped. Our score is 0-0 here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship in this matchup between Cleveland FC and FC Pennsylvania. Coming to it is Mikula. Mikula on the touchline. She's going to be tripped up. Ball awarded to Mikula and FC Pennsylvania, as DiNardo was the one tripping her up. Coming back is J.C. Miller for the kick. Miller will be graduating in 2019. So Miller sends that. That's going to be headed away very easily by Gutlove. Gets to DiNardo. DiNardo with her head up, goes back middle, trying to get to Ariano. Ariano not able to get there. Cotter trying to look for some space. And coming up to make the save on that will be Solomosi. You get it high in the air, the wind helping her out a little bit as it goes left to right today. Ariano. Now gathering it in is Heckman. Heckman sends it forward to McNesby. That's going to go towards the sideline. Will it get out on that touchline? No, it's kept in. And no, it is out, but deflected out. Throw in coming for Lexlow. Lexlow will be headed towards the University of Virginia. She is committed there. She tied 4th in the Regional 1 as top scorer. On top is Cotter. Cotter trying to split the defense. She does. McNesby. McNesby comes inside, and that's going to be missed out on the shot as she was falling down, and it goes far side, and that'll be out on the touchline. Ball awarded to Cleveland FC. Ooh, a trip from behind, but a clean play. Solomosi grabs it, picks it up. She's going to kick that over towards the near sideline. And Ariano trying to pass it forward to Gutlove. Gutlove hands it right off to DiNardo. DiNardo. Weitzel using her speed to get around the defense. Still in control on that touchline. And now that's going to roll out. Corner kick coming. Cleveland jogging down. Baker to take the corner as they look to set up in the box. Baker sets the ball down. Lets it fly. It goes at the top of the box, but nowhere near as it goes back towards midfield. Shot from 40 yards out, and that is going to be stopped by Stabline. And the kick up. And it's going to be just booted right back the other way by Bechter. Miller. Throw in here for Victoria Baker and Cleveland FC. That's going to be out. Last touched by FC Pennsylvania. Baker with another chance. Ariana loses possession. Moved up to McNesby. McNesby trying to get around Joyner, unable to. Joyner goes to her right. Butler. Gutlove, who will be going to Butler. Try to get that one forward, and that one keeps high in the sky. Off the head, still rolling around there at midfield. Fisher falls down. Trying to get it over to DiNardo, not able to. Comes to midfield. Baker just kind of pooches that one over. McNesby looking to get Lexlow on the other side. Does have her. Shot, and that is going to go just to the left. Best opportunity of the game right there. Just not able to get it on net was Cameron Lexlow. Lexlow with the best chance of the day. Goal kick coming for Solomosi. Gone down and played down. Kicked up in the air by Hackey. Trying to get there is Baker. Baker, Lexlow. Baker on Lexlow. Lexlow turns, spins. Good defensive takeaway there by Baker. And then a tackle from behind. Baker walking back after being tackled there by Lexlow. Baker sends it down the touchline. Miller plays that off her head. Ariano heads it right back. Flick backwards by Gutlove. DiNardo. Trying to make a run with it is Gutlove. Has to be taken away now. Moved back by Hackey. Played to the touchline, and that's going to roll out. As we inch closer towards the water break. As we are going to be at the hottest part of the day for these games here at 1 o'clock. Semifinals will be on Saturday. Ariano plays it off her chest, drops it down, tries to move it forward. Ball now brought down by Fisher. Poke forward. And that's going to go out right in front of Miller. Throw in coming for Cleveland as we are about to get our first substitutions of the game. Coming on will be Druzina. Druzina walks on as well. Coming off will be number 10, Aubrey Bechter. Also on is 16, Kendra Klein. Thrown by Ariano. Klein with the first touch of the game. Joyner on that back line to midfield. Ray on the outside. Minson. Minson trying to send that into the box. That's cleared away. Ball taken by Minson. Nice touch to Ariano. Quick pass, and that's going to be taken away. Chasing it down is Lexlow. Lexlow on the left side. Lexlow looking for a run down the wing. Goes center. That's deflected. Ariano takes it away. Ariano gives it to Klein. Played right down the touchline, but Miller right in the way. Miller trying to escape the defense. Throwing coming. It's going to play it back. Cotter passes it over to Broadbent. Trying to move it far side. Played forward. McNesby with a chance, and no, offside. Goal kick coming from Salamosi. Line drive. That's going to go pass. Now cleared right back to Salamosi. She's going to come out and grab that. Salamosi, high kick. Headed back towards her. Now moving to the sideline. Try to do a 1-2, but that is cleared away by Granada. Granada trips, and that ball exits. We have a whistle. Granada is going to get a warning here, just a lecture, not an actual yellow card. Kick coming for Cleveland. See if they can set up something in the box, maybe get a flick on. That's going to be another line drive, and it's going to be stopped, turns, shot, and that's going to be blocked in front. Good chance there by Fisher, but not able to get it past the wall. Miller on the near touchline. Miller sprinting. Trying to give it over to Mikula, but that's going to be taken by Klein. Klein goes behind. Now brings it to Joyner. Joyner trying to get it forward. And the ball's going to bounce over to Heckman. Heckman to McNesby. McNesby waiting for Granada on the side. Granada trying to go down that touchline. Trapping it, and now it's going to be kicked out for a throw-in. A throw-in on the way. Headed away by Joyner. It's going to be a corner for FC Pennsylvania. FC Pennsylvania looking to set up this piece. This FC Pennsylvania team went undefeated in the the NC White Division, 6-0-1. Then they lost in the Regional 1 finals to Beadley 99. Scored 14 goals, though, to 2 against. Granada from a long way out. Kick is out. That's going to be headed out of play. Throw in. But we will get the water break here. Our score at the moment is 0-0 between FC Pennsylvania and Cleveland FC. We'll be right back here to Frisco, Texas. where you are watching an 18 under girls matchup between FC Pennsylvania Strikers and Cleveland FC. I'm Josh Toll for Tubo, and this has been a good game so far. No score between these two teams, but both have had opportunities to get in the box and make some plays. Just neither one have been able to find the back of the net. Maybe a change in the second part of the first half as we just got done with the water break, as the temperature is well above 90, nearing 97 degrees. We do have a slight breeze that makes things a little bit better for these ladies, but still a rough day with the heat, as we're going to have a substitution come on here. Jogging on the field will be Brooke Parsons. As Parson comes on, Chase Ray steps off at midfield. Ball played forward. Cleveland needs to get a win. Win would get them into the semifinals with 6 points. A tie makes it more difficult when you come to tiebreakers. You talk about games against and then head-to-head victories as well as most games won. And then it goes to goal differential, and that's where it really gets tricky, is on those goal differentials, as that one is cleared up. Ariano flicks it forward. Chasing after is DiNardo. DiNardo trying to cut inside. Not able to get by the defense, but she does retrieve the ball. Nice flip forward, but taken away. And then knocked out of bounds. Good job by Mikula taking that away. But then she knocks it out of bounds. Mikula will be attending the University of South Carolina. Ball flicked on. Shot, and that is going to be deflected and stays out of the box. Now push back forward. No one there, though, for blue. And now it is put on by DiNardo. Cleared up. And that is going to roll towards the touchline, and that is going to exit the field. And we will have a throw-in opportunity for Ariano and Cleveland FC. Cleveland FC, a very, very good football team. They haven't lost a state championship since 2010. Was the last time they were not winners out of Medina, Ohio. Trying to get to that one is Weitzel, and that's going to go out. Another throw-in. Headed back. And that is going to be cleared up and out. And that goes over the touchline for another throw-in, this time by Klein. Played down. Move back to Joyner. Joyner trying to kick it across to Druzina. Druzina puts one on. Trying to get there is DiNardo. DiNardo kicks it forward, and that's going to be dropped down and then cleared up, but not out of danger as Druzina gets back. Druzina stops, goes right, shoots, and that goes up, blocked and off the crossbar and over for a goal kick. What a save there by Cameron Stabline, getting her hands on that one. Luckily, it goes over the crossbar as it hit the crossbar and goes up into the meshing behind. And she allows that one to go out and play. A great save there, as Druzino had an excellent, excellent kick on that. Just not able to get it past the jumping Stabline. Corner attempt coming. Gutlove sets the ball down. It's going to be up, and that is going to be punched out. And getting there first is FC Pennsylvania, but no one near midfield for them as they had everyone back protecting that goal. Making a run in is Fisher. Fisher trying to center, and that's going to be taken away by Gratiana. Now played on the sideline. Cotter. That's going to go out, but throw in for FC Pennsylvania. Miller To Mikula. Brings it back to Cotter. Off the leg and brought down. Now push forward. Hackey. Coming in the middle. Cotter with it. Cotter has Miller on the touchline. Miller taking her time. Back to Cotter. Cotter goes through the legs. Miller trying to get there. Klein's going to just push that out, and a throw-in will come for FC Pennsylvania. Ball in. Mikula. Miller. Trying to go far side of the box. Chasing that down is McNesby. McNesby turns, goes towards the goal line. Comes back inside. Goes up top. And that is going to be stopped in front. And we are going to have a player down for FC Pennsylvania on that shot attempt. Just one of those ones where the defender got in the way and the leg got jammed up. But she is up and walking around. She looks to be fine. That's Catherine Hackey, who was verbally committed to the University of Delaware. Walking it off. Just one of those ones where it's always dangerous, where that ball is in between the defender and the offensive player. Kind of gets stuck there and doesn't allow really for any forgiveness there. And she's going to run off the field and someone will sub on. Miller coming off as well. Cotter off. In will be Buonomo. Number 18, Maya Cohen. And 33, Francesca Pellerito. As well as 21, Kayla Massaros. Massaros was tied for the first top scorer in Region 1 back in 2015. 2017 top scorer. So two-time top scorer. See if she can get some offense going for this FC Pennsylvania team. Joyner with the ball. Plays it back. Salamosi. Trying to play as Buonomo. At the feet, moving up is Cotter. Cotter makes a move to the right. Now goes inside. Joyner is able to deflect that one back. Headed on the play by DiNardo. That's in the legs. Parsons. DiNardo trying to get that ball loose. Trips over herself. Taken by Weitzel. Weitzel on the right. That's going to be deflected in front by Buonomo. Massaros. And that goes out of play. Last touch by FC Pennsylvania. That rolls out. Throw in. Massaros will have a whistle awarded to FC Pennsylvania. They play quick. Pellerito to the right side. Going far side, trying to get it to Granada. Granada is able to reach the ball, and she goes inside. Ball now goes outside. Now turned by Granada, back to the back row. Ball in, and that is going to be grabbed on the play by Salamosi. Ariano going towards middle, now just drops it. DiNardo stops, brings it back. Trying to move it forward over to Fisher. Fisher going left side. That ball is going to go towards the sideline, but it's going to be kept in play. FC Pennsylvania looking to turn and go. Looking to go down the sideline. And after is Lexlow. Joyner is going to be there. Joyner with the ball. It's going to deflect. Chance coming. And that's going to be picked up by Salamosi. Played over to Fisher. Fisher turns. Looking for some help. That's going to go wide to Ariano. Ariano brings it back to the center. Ariano trying to get a lane for herself. Chips it ahead to DiNardo. DiNardo in the box. Centers it, and that's going to be cleared up and out. And now plenty of time for FC Pennsylvania. On top is Buonomo. Towards center. Now flip back to Joyner. Joyner will be headed to the University of Michigan. Joyner off her leg and then off, but they're going to say got her arm. Lexo trying to quickly run back. Joyner stops that from happening. Now, FC Pennsylvania looks to set up. Looking to take the kick will be Broadbent. As Broadbent walks up. Now coming back to the ball is going to be Avery Cotter. Cotter will be a Villanova Wildcat. And taking it will be Broadbent. Her and Cotter just discussing strategy. It's kicked low, and that is going to go wide left. Salamosi with a goal kick coming as we get closer to halftime. 37 minutes into this first half. Our score is 0-0 between FC Pennsylvania and Cleveland FC. Running onto the field. Emma Wyrick coming on for FC Pennsylvania. That ball is played back. That's going to be cleared by the keeper. Stabline goes back. Stabline comes out and dives on that on the far side of the box. Stabline, very vocal goalie. You got to communicate no matter where you are on the field. So that is cleared down. Gutlove heads it. DiNardo. DiNardo trying to flick that one forward, not able to get it through the defense of FC Pennsylvania. Headed on by Cotter. That ball goes up in the air, just popped up. Like to see a better touch on it, but you'll take what you can get sometimes. DiNardo trying to get around the defense. DiNardo does, as she's able to sneak around Buonomo. That ball rolls out for the throw-in. Throw-in. Ball brought into the box, and that's going to go wide, and that's going to be stopped by Stabline. Stabline will be attending the University of Delaware. That's going to go off the back. Pedrito plays it to the far side. Buonomo. That goes right into the legs of Gutlove. Buonomo plays it back. Morgan is going to go and retrieve the ball. Morgan looking for some help, needing some assistance. Masaros. Masaros is going to send it down the touchline. Trying to get there as Cotter, but Joyner gets there first. Joyner on the touchline. Moves it back to Klein, back to Joyner. Minson. That's going to be headed back. Trying to turn with his Massaros. Massaros on top. Massaros coming back inside. Uses possession. That's going to be cleared down towards midfield. Cotter doing a good job getting a foot on it to Morgan. Morgan. Now it's just a foot race. Will Parsons get there first? And we're going to have a whistle on the play. Another substitution coming on, one for each team. As Lexlow comes off. On the field will be Lindsey Costello for FC Pennsylvania. Coming off is Weitzel, and checking on will be Megan Cincy. That ball high. Joyner kicks it back. Cotter brings it down. Spins counterclockwise. Now sends it to Granada. Granada on the wing. Knocked off the ball. Good job there by Fisher. Fisher be going to Indiana University. Has 2 goals that came in the win over OFC 99. Nalowetsky plays back. Fisher on the left side. That ball is going to be kicked up, and that is going to go out of play for a throw-in for Cleveland FC. Throwing now. Ball up. Bounces around. Joyner steps back. Reverses on the touchline. And that goes out for a throw-in. The Wolverine releases it. Ball inside. Now up to the right. And that is going to roll out of play. Throw-in once again for Cleveland FC. Collision, that ball goes up. Ball will go to FC Pennsylvania on a throw-in. Both these teams playing right here in the US Youth Soccer National Championships, second straight year that it has been in Frisco, Texas, as it has moved around in years past. FC Pennsylvania now playing to win, looking for their first 3 points. They will not be moving on to the semifinals, but meanwhile, Cleveland FC with a win betters their chances to get 6 points and a guaranteed spot in the semifinals. A tie will make it a little bit more difficult, but they're going to try for that win. They've had some chances today, just not able to get anything by Goaltern and Cameron Stabline. Solomosi brings the ball in, and she will take the goal kick. And that ball is cleared down. Flicked forward. Chasing is Morgan. Morgan gives it to Cotter. Cotter spins around. Passes forward to Pellerito. That's going to go down the touchline. Gutlove plays it to Joyner. Moving up to Narletsky. To the far side of Fisher. That's going to go to the outside. Chasing after it is Cotter. And that will, that's Wyrick chasing after it. Now with the throw-in. Turns. Comes back to Wyrick, and that's going to go out just beyond that goal line for a goal kick. Score is 0-0 in this 18 and under matchup. That is going to go down. Ball awarded to Cleveland, to Cleveland FC. Walking over is Shannon Arlutsky. She sends that all the way to the near side, but coming on to take the ball is Ellerbeck. Ellerbeck trying to send it forward, but that's going to be cleared away by Fisher. Ellerbeck off her knee. Cohen to Wyrick. Wyrick, as that goes out of play. Last touch by Cleveland FC. Throw in coming for FC Pennsylvania. Granada and the Strikers looking to get a chance here in the box towards the end of the first, and that one's kicked up, and that is going to go towards the sideline, and chasing that down. Good hustle there was Buonomo, coming all the way from the back row. Buonomo trying to get around, able to keep it in, and it's going to be cleared up. Taken down by Gutlove, trying to get it to DiNardo, but in the legs of Cotter to Buonomo. Nice 1-2-3 pass. And that will do it for us here in this first half between FC Pennsylvania Strikers and Cleveland FC. Our score is 0-0. We'll be back after halftime for what looks like to be an exciting second half right here in Frisco, Texas.
1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups, that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
Today's broadcast is brought to you by AE Engine Media Marketing, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Bullseye. Game also brought to you by Cliff Kid, Expand a Brand, Front Rush, Fusionetics, Dick's Sporting Goods, Major League Soccer, Nesquik, Nike, NSCAA, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, United Soccer Federation, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama. Welcome back to Frisco, Texas, as we switch sides and about to begin here in this second half between FC Pennsylvania Strikers and Cleveland FC. Cleveland in the blue, meanwhile FC Pennsylvania in the white. I'm Josh Toll, and we are tied up 0-0. Cleveland FC, if they get a win, they will move on to the semifinals. If they get a tie, it's a lot different when you come to pool play and the tiebreakers. First, it starts with most wins, then it goes to head-to-head matchups, and then it moves on to goal differential. So they're looking to get a goal in this game, but it's been tight back and forth. We've had great play by both our goaltenders. Going off for Kennedy Solomisi for Cleveland coming on will be Miranda Thomas. So Miranda Thomas looking to get in. She's wearing a bright green jersey in net for Cleveland FC. So that ball is at the back line. Moving up. Miranda Thomas, goaltender in now, will be attending Wright State. Joyner clears that back. Out playing it forward is Bechter. Off of Granada. Bechter stops it at the touchline. Played back now to Barrows. Barrows is going to clear that, and that is going to go out of play for a throw-in. As the sun reaches over the top of Field 7 here, just outside the Toyota Soccer Center, right in between the Soccer Center and Toyota Stadium where FC Dallas plays their games. FC Dallas will be here on Saturday night, so a lot going on, especially for these girls. If they want to stick around, they got that on Saturday night, and then you have the exciting matchup that happened last night in the CONCACAF Gold Cup with USA getting the victory over Jamaica. And one of the cool things about that, Jordan Morris, who scored the game winner for the USA, played in this national tournament back in 2012, just 5 years ago. Actually, some of the guys that are 19 and 20 playing here today actually played against him in that game. As that ball is cleared up and out. Throw in. What's cool about this is obviously a lot of players competing for scholarships, and some of them already have them, but others looking at them. This is a good way to do it. And you look at all the different state and regional Olympic development program players in this tournament. Some of them can get found by this, but you also got to remember some of them weren't found in this, but they were still able to get scholarships. People like Clint Dempsey, who never was on an ODP team. It's the biggest one I can think of, but a lot of other players played in this game, in this championship over the years. Julie Johnston is one. Carly Lloyd, that comes to mind. Alex Morgan, one of them is a two-time champion. And that being Kristen Press, who now plays, I believe, for the Chicago Fire in the Women's League. So just a lot of different players have found success at this tournament and brought it on into the next level. Will that be with Major League Soccer, or excuse me, with Women's National League, or with the Women's National Team? Ball played up just in front of the box, but now cleared back. Cleveland FC trying to go the other direction. It's been majority of this second half right now with the ball in their own end. They need to get moving up. Want to get a goal for sure to give themselves a possible victory. A tie will make it a little bit more difficult for them to move on to the semifinals Saturday, but it still can be done when it comes to goal differential. You look at how many goals they have as of right now is 4. So it just depends on what the other teams do in pool play today. This being the final game here on Thursday. There will be a day off tomorrow, and then Saturday we resume once again here in Frisco, Texas, where it's going to be even hotter on Saturday. It'll be the hottest day of the week, Saturday morning and Saturday evening. Saturday evening will be the finals for, I believe, it'll be the 13 unders and 14 unders as that one is put on. And, oh, that one almost got by as Thomas wasn't able to get a good grip, but luckily she's able to get that on that one. Otherwise, that shot from way out would have been what would have been the first goal of this second half and of this game. That's going to be headed away. Trying to step in there and make plays, Bechter. Send the other direction is Broadbent. That's going to go out of play for Cleveland FC throw-in. Minson to Sensi. And she plays it on. Fisher. Coming to the outside. Just dribbling down the sideline. Inside, and that is going to be a nice stop taken away by Cotter. Excuse me, that's by Morgan. Gets it over to Wyrick. Wyrick in the center now. Try and bring it back. Chasing after it is Broadbent. Pennsylvania in all white. Meanwhile, Cleveland FC in all blue. Ball flicked up. Falls to Massaros. Joyner in the box now. Clears it out. Gets a little protection. Good opportunity here for Cleveland FC. Chasing after it is Cincy. Cincy at the far touchline. Gets it taken away by Morgan, but it rolls out. Throw in coming. That ball is going to be kicked down. Chasing after it is Cincy. Try and make Fisher try and get there, and that's going to be played back. Stabline kicks that one out. Nice first touch there by Elbeck. Goes over. Elbeck trying to chase it down before it gets to that goal line. Will she be able to get there? She does. Tries to cross it, and it's going to be stopped in front. Bechter looking to turn and run. Nice little touch pass. Now played across. Good short passes here for Cleveland FC. Fisher calling for the ball to the corner. Ooh, that one deflected. Had a sprinting Cincy there trying to angle it. Just run diagonally towards the net. That's going to get by Granada. Stabline's going to come out and grab it. Kick high up in the air. Come. Costello on the right side, tries going back. Hits off the hand of Narletsky. Cleveland FC now with a chance at midfield. Stopping and bringing it back, setting up is Ariano. Gets the return pass from Klein. Play down the sideline. That's going to go out. Last touch by FC Pennsylvania. On the boot of Drazina. Once again out. Awarded to Cleveland FC. Drazina brings it back. Stop it. Now it's going to go all the way to Joyner. Joyner's played every minute of this game. Thomas trying to play it back to Joyner. Joyner getting there before the touchline. And now it does pass the touchline. Be blue ball. Sprinting forward is Cincy. Cincy. Nice cut. That's going to be taken away on the play. Good job getting her foot there was Burrows. Broadbent. With her head up, looking down to make a play. That's going to be kicked away. Now headed back the other direction by Broadbent. That one's sailing towards the sideline, and that's going to bounce out for a throw-in for FC Pennsylvania. And we will have our first substitutions of the second half. Coming on will be Cotter, as well as McNesby and McCula. Halfway through the second half, we will have a water break for the ladies. It is getting scorching hot out today. McNesby in the corner. Played out by Joyner. Granada goes to the touchline for the throw-in. And Granada in the box, headed up. Shot on the way, and that's going to be stopped on the play by Thomas. That ball booted down. That's going to be headed out by Morgan to the touchline. Throwing coming for Cleveland FC. Megan Cincy to take the throw. Has Bechter to her left, straight on her. She goes to Drzina. We're going to have a free kick here. See what Cleveland FC and head coach Ross Nickel wants to do on this one as they go set up their set piece. Narolitsky to take the kick. Line drive low on the ground, and that's going to be loose in front, and then Stabline is able to get on it. That ball was loose for a second, but Stabline right there. Stabline trying to push the lines back, get them a little bit wider. So that one's headed right back to her by Drzina. Stabline lets that one go. Headed at mid-center. Spin with it, but losing his Cotter. Now moving it forward and played back. Now trying to move it over. One more pass to Narlutsky. Off the stomach of Cotter. Running with it is McNesby. McNesby stops. Nice head. Goes right back to Cotter, and now played far side. That one deflected, and that is going to roll out just past the touchline. Getting in front of that was Francesca Pellerito. She'll be headed to NYU. Morgan at center back. Plays it forward to Cohen. Cohen, Broadbent. To Granada. Granada on the outside. Comes back to Pellerito. Pellerito sprinting up the sideline. Tries to give it to some space. That might be too much. Good job using the body to get in front of that was Olivia Minson. Minson just using her body, essentially post up, allowing that ball to roll out of that back line and out of play. As Thomas looks for a goal kick. Thomas is going to send that near side. On top of that is Bechter. Bechter trying to get someone to make a run. Trying to find an open lane to pass to, but SC Pennsylvania has been making it really difficult this afternoon. Klein on the far side, taken away by Morgan. Tips it ahead. Played up, but that is going to go out on the far touchline. Now play back. Joyner steps, turns counterclockwise. That ball goes out for the throw-in. Oh, change that. It'll be for a kick. Headed away by Morgan. Rolls towards the sideline by keeping it in is Cleveland FC, and we have a collision there. And going down, we'll see if the player is all right. She is sitting up, so that's a good sign already. Now the coach will come out and take a look. Our score is 0-0. Both teams have had a couple of chances, but not too many. It's really been a good game, back and forth. Now the question is, who's going to come up with a strategy that's going to get the first goal of the game? And really, with the way it's been played, that first goal could be enough to get the victory for either one of these teams. Just they need to find a way to get it in the back of the net. See, as the officials are talking. Everyone is going to their respective sidelines, or I should say to the fan sidelines where the parents are at. Siblings getting some water, trying to fill up on that. And walking off, the injured player was Baker. Baker is walking off. She is fine. So the choice right now is what's being discussed between the coaches is either Baker can be subbed out or they can waive her on, but she's going to have to wait. And they will be a man down. So tough choice here with the score being 0-0 and Baker being one of your better defensemen. She'll be headed to Ashland University. Coming on will be Chase Ray. As Chase Ray, though, is coming on for Narlutsky, so Baker will not exit the game. She will stay on. She will just have to wait before she is allowed to go back in. It'll be a man advantage for FC Pennsylvania. Good time for Baker to get some water, though, and recover. Get a little bit of rest before she's back in there running around. As Ray plays that back. Going up with it is Cotter. Down the touchline. Stepping back to Cotter. Cotter moves it over. One more to Burrows. Burrows has Granada to her right. That's going to be chipped over to her. Granada. Trying to get that one in the box, and coming out to play is Thomas. So you can see FC trying to put pressure on this defense without Baker in the game. The ball's going to go over the head. Since he's not able to get there, Ray heads it, but grabbing it is Cotter. Lexlow to Cotter. Cotter with it. Makes a move towards the center. Continues that direction. Trying to go outside, but not able to get the pass there. Headed up by Burrows. Comes down to her feet. Cotter. Trying to get it to Lexlow in the corner. Not able to get it there. Nice little pass. It's going to come to the foot of Sensi. Sensi gets it back to Fisher. Fisher making a move. Comes near the circle. Plays it over towards Klein. Klein stops, brings the ball behind her. Now to Joyner. Joyner moves it up to Ray. Far sideline. Cotter trying to play defense to get that ball away, is unable to do so. Joyner with it. Little quick pass to Klein. That's going to go up and off FC Dallas. Coming on the field will be Brooke Weitzel. Weitzel steps on. Just the training staff right now is looking at Becker, just double checking to make sure she is fine. And she gets the go ahead. Good job here by US Youth Soccer here at FC Dallas and helping out these kids when they are hurt, whether it be an ankle, whether it be an arm, whatever the case may be. They are on top of things, always around, providing the help that these athletes need to make sure that they're able to play through this week and weekend. That ball kicked out, forward to the left on that attempt by Burrows. As we are just a couple minutes away from a water break. And coming off will be Weitzel. And on is Baker. So I guess essentially what happened there with Weitzel coming on was Baker was told to rest, but then they brought the training card over. So they evened it up for the two teams, and now Weitzel comes off, and she will take a rest. So she got a good run in there, got some more exercise in. Our score is 0-0. If Cleveland FC can get a victory, they will move on, no doubt, to the semifinals. But if not, and it's a tie, it gets a little more complicated, and same with a loss. Joyner goes and retrieves the ball. Kicks it forward for the throw-in. That ball's going to be kicked up. Granada, it's going to go overhead. Good opportunity here if Becker can get to it, and no, Granada beats her to it. Has to be kicked up, and that is going to roll out. Throw-in coming for Cleveland FC. Sensi to Fisher. Fisher inching towards the box, now clears it back to Ray. Play back to Joyner. Joyner trying to set it into the box, headed on to the far side. Fisher trying to give chase, and that is going to roll out a play just beyond that goal line. And we will have our water break here for the second half. Our score here in Frisco, Texas, FC Pennsylvania, Cleveland FC 0. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back to Frisco, Texas. I'm Josh Toll as we move on into the 70th minute here at Toyota Soccer Center, right outside of FC Dallas' stadium. Toyota Stadium, we're really in between the two, the center and the stadium, between FC Pennsylvania and Cleveland. Our score is 0-0 as we have a goal kick coming for Cameron Stabline of FC Pennsylvania. It's really been back and forth, a lot more possession than we've had scoring chances. Not too many great scoring opportunities. There's been a couple, but that's been really about it. As that ball is played to Granada. Granada turns, spins, trying to get it on the outside to Lexlow. Lexlow comes back, she trips over. She goes down. It'll be a free kick awarded to FC Pennsylvania. Granada moving up, going down to the touchline. Gets it over to Heckman. That ball is going to go out for a throw-in. Throw-in come. Granada trying to boot that one into the center. Up, and Thomas goes up top and gets that. A good grab by the keeper. And now she sends it. That's going to come towards the near sideline. Played forward to Lexlow. Lexlow with the header, trying to get it over to McNesby, and that is cleared out of play for a throw-in. Quick toss. And that one grabbed and scooped by Thomas. She boots that one away, and that's going to go up and headed, but no one there for Cleveland. Granada with that left leg wrapped. Tries to play it forward, and Lexlow gets it. Lexlow with those bright shoes on that right sideline. So that goes out of play for another throw-in. Granada trying to play it forward. Scooped up and out. Another tossing coming for FC Pennsylvania. And that is going to be pushed out. Right now, just a bunch of throw-ins here after this water break. Granada goes to get some help on that wrap. See if they retighten or they just take it off completely. Yep, it's just off. And the throw-in. That goes out, but this time it will be awarded to Cleveland FC. So now Cleveland FC with an opportunity for a throw-in. Might as well even it up a little bit. Throwing at the corner of Cleveland. That one kicked away by Granada. That's going to fall to Cotter. Brought around, and that shot scooped by Thomas. Thomas lets that one fly. Push back forward. Cotter just all over the place. Now it goes far side, and that's going to be picked up and moved forward by Miller. Joyner trying to chase it down, trying to beat out McNesby. And that's going to go out of play. Throwing coming here for FC Pennsylvania. Done an excellent job possessing the ball and making sure it doesn't get into the feet of Cleveland FC. Ball kicked far, and that's going to go opposite side. Chance for Lexlow. Lexlow trying to center that off her chest, and now that's going to go back. A good centering play, but no, it goes up in the air. Granada trying to run to it. DiNardo sends it down. Morgan brings it back. Stabline. Gonna send it to the far side. Miller with it. Miller pushing forward. Stops, brings it back, comes to Morgan. Morgan, nice little touch pass there. Broadbent gets it forward. Cotter now with it. Left-footed pass. Try and get that up center and diving on it, and that's going to be kicked away. Good play by Thomas just to get it out of the box. Lexlow with a pass. That crosses, and that is going to go out of play behind the net. And we will have a corner kick here for FC Pennsylvania. And the kick. As this is around in the box, and now is cleared up by Cleveland FC, but Granada right there to put it right back into the box. Off one head, now bounces. Kicked high in the air, and coming down to retrieve it will be Broadbent. Broadbent guarded by DiNardo. Cleveland FC turning. That one headed by Granada. Now push forward. Little quick touch pass. Bechter. That one just a little bit too far for DiNardo. Broadbent to throw in. Headed away, and now headed towards Joyner. Joyner brings it back. At the feet of Weitzel. One more pass. Thomas. Sends in the direction of DiNardo. That's going to go over the head of Granado. Come down is Bechtel. Bechtel gets that ball taken away. Now in her feet as she tries to stand up. Ball awarded to FC Pennsylvania. Broadbent to take the kick. Broadbent about 10 feet away from the ball. Lines up. Waiting for the pieces to set up in place. That kick is up. That is over. That ball is loose, and that ball is in front of the net. Joyner trying to chase it down. Joyner does. She's tripped up from behind. And we'll have a whistle on that trip. And ball given to Cleveland FC. Goal kick coming for Thomas. Thomas readjusting her shin guards and socks. And that kick. Brought down. Played over, trying to get there is Bechter. Played up by Fisher. Weitzel to Bechter. Cleveland FC trying to get some numbers. As Fisher looks to position, and that's going to go out. Last touch by Morgan. Gutlove to Fisher. Fisher trying to get around Morgan. Tripped up, but Fisher gets inside the box. Fisher with a shot, and that just goes to the left. She's upset with herself, disappointed in that. Had a chance, just didn't quite take. She could have taken a couple more steps inside for that shot and just wanted to get it out. But one of those unfortunate things is that was the best opportunity they've had this half, as it has pretty much been dominated in terms of possession and the offensive side for FC Pennsylvania. Cleveland FC has been playing out their defensive end for a majority of this game. You got to hand it to FC Pennsylvania, trying to compete, trying to get 3 points here. At worst, they'd like one. They do not want another loss. As that ball is kicked forward, taken by Broadbent. Broadbent gets it to Cotter. trying to advance. Now to McNesby. Lexlow with an opportunity. Let's go up, and what a stop as a hit in front. I think Thomas may have kicked that up to herself, and she was able to grab that ball on her backside. Good chance there by Lexlow. Not able to get it by Thomas as she boots it down, but another excellent chance for SC Pennsylvania as they have been more aggressive and just quality passes to one another and just able to keep the ball on the other half. Miller, far side. Trying to move it forward, and we're going to have a tackle that is going to go out of play. Ball to Cleveland FC. A win gets Cleveland into the semifinal. A tie, it becomes a little bit more difficult. As we await play and a substitution coming off will be Minson, and on the pitch will be Parsons. Parsons played there in the second half of that first half after the water break. Cleveland FC to throw in. Getting a touch on it is Parsons, who just checked in. Going the outside. Now bring it to the boxes. Fisher with a chance. Fisher goes center. Centers it. Shot, and that is blocked in front. Great opportunity there by Weitzel. Not able to get it by. As it was blocked in front by a defender of Pennsylvania. So the strikers doing an excellent job. Both sides with great opportunities just in the last few minutes for one another. Fisher was able to bring that down to Weitzel. Weitzel just gets it deflected in front. Otherwise, it looked like she had an open net with where Stabline was standing. She was on that near post where Fisher was attacking her at. That ball is going to roll out of play. FC Pennsylvania to get it. We're at 82 minutes in, so we're getting closer to the end of this game. Still 8 minutes away for the end of this, depending on how much stoppage time they put on. That ball is moved up and falling down. On the play is McNesby, but she had position on the ball. Morgan goes up to set up the kick, as now they look to get a piece set up. Granada staying back with Morgan. And the kick is up, and that is just over the left side. That one definitely had the distance. It might have even had the right height. It just, unfortunately for Pennsylvania, sailed just to the left. That would have been a difficult stop if Thomas had to make it. You'll have another whistle, and it'll be advantage played to the strikers. Again, another opportunity on a setup piece. Ball goes into the box, bounces, and Thomas grabs that off the hop. This will be cleared up and out. Trying to get there is DiNardo. Granada with it. Forward, Sensi. Gutlove. Weitzel trying to go across to Fisher. She gets it there. Nice pass. Fisher cuts in. Fisher looking to create some space. Morgan on her. Opportunity here, chance on the way, and that is going to go wide of the net. Good chance there by Gutlove, but that one just sailed to the left of the diving Stabline. Stabline not touching that. We have a goal kick coming, but again, these last couple times down, both teams have had good opportunities. Really, FC Pennsylvania getting more right now on set pieces, although they did have an opportunity earlier. And meanwhile, Weitzel had a chance that was deflected, and their Gutlove just missed left of the net. And then even a little bit earlier, Fisher had a chance, and she kicked it into the net on the side of the goal. That's going to be moved over into the corner. And that is going to go for a whistle. Cleveland FC with a chance to make a run as we get closer to the final time here. Cleveland FC would like to move on to the semifinals. Again, it comes tough when it comes to the tiebreaker, but obviously they like to get on semifinals, and if they're able to get a win there, then possibly they could be hoisting that trophy on Sunday for the national championship. But they still have to get by this game. They can't afford to lose, and they need to be better to help them win, and then they can worry about Saturday and then possibly Sunday. As that ball is out, last touch by the Strikers. Cleveland FC with a throw-in coming. That ball in play. Brought down. Fisher running with it. Comes outside. Cutting inside and losing possession. Now to Cotter. On the outside. Miller. Has Lexlow to her right. Gives it to Lexlow. Steps inside. Miller. Throwing that one in front, and Joyner's going to kick it away. Joyner goes and chases it. Looking down the touchline, trying to get it to DiNardo, and that's going to go out of play. Lexlow, again near that goal line. That's going to go up. Cotter deflects it off Joyner. And that ball will go to Cleveland FC. Cleveland FC, maybe they can get some passes, move it downfield. Kick by Thomas. Blocked down by Cotter. Sent forward, try and get it as Parsons. And we're going to have a whistle. Granada turns, sends it back. Stabline brings it out. Off the foot of Lexlow as she gets a nice touch. Tries to move it forward, but Joyner's right there to grab it. Bechter trying to go far side of Fisher. Fisher, nice little touch. Fisher gets by the defender, Morgan. Fisher with an opportunity. Fisher fakes, goes in, and Fisher's going to score here late in this game to give them a 1-0 lead. Great patience there by Fisher to get that goal. That was a very, very important goal. That's her third goal of this tournament, but she's able to get it by Stabline. And an all-important goal. That just about guarantees this one. And then moving on into the semifinals. But what a pass over. And then once Fisher gets it on her foot, Fisher is just patient enough. Stabline comes out. Initially helps stop the first. And then Fisher just patiently awaits and goes to the outside. Now making a move, and that's going to go out. We are going to have Morgan down But again, Fisher with just a spectacular goal there late in this game. She'll be attending Indiana University. But wow, what a time to come through for her team and Cleveland FC. That's cleared down. Making a chase, but stepping in front is Joyner. Let's be cleared up. Right to DiNardo. Bechter. Over to Parsons. Morgan's going to clear that one out. As that rolls up. And Ray going in for the throw-in. As Ray waits. Gets it on to Bechter. To Ray. And Bechter will walk over to the ball. Taking her time. 1-0 lead for Cleveland FC here late in this matchup. Cleveland looking to advance onto the semifinals as kicked out by Miller. Just looking to waste time trying to keep it in that corner. Now we have a throw-in. Played up. Stepping in front is Ray. Ray sends it to the corner. And that is going to roll out of play. Goal kick coming. Stabline. Gets that up to Ray. Now goes forward. And that is going to do it for us here in this final game of the day. In this 18-year-old matchup between Pennsylvania Strikers and Cleveland. Pennsylvania gave it a great, great go. Had it all the way in for a tie until the last few minutes when Fisher was finally able to put a goal in the back of the net. She had a little bit of a breakaway. Kayla Fisher was able to get by the goaltender Stabline, and then she put it in the back of the net for the one goal, and that's all they need. They will move on Saturday to those semifinals. What a victory that they just took on that one. Again, great effort by Pennsylvania, just not able to do enough, even though they dominated. When you talk about possession there, especially in the second half. But it comes down to the one goal, and Kayla Fisher helps her team, Cleveland FC, move on to the semifinals, which will be on Saturday. Thank you for tuning in to this game right here on Turbo. We'll be back on Saturday for more of the semifinals right here from Frisco Stadium, from Frisco, Texas, at Toyota Stadium. I'm Josh Toll. Thank you for watching.